Hey y'all, welcome back to Make It Dairy Free. I'm Larissa and today we are talking all about lasagna. But Larissa, didn't you guys already make a lasagna that was like bomb as? Okay, listen, yes we did, and yes it was amazing and will rival any traditional lasagna, we guarantee. But today's lasagna is a game changer. How is it a game changer? Oh, I am so glad that you asked. Today we are making lasagna in a skillet. So a one-pot vegan skillet lasagna. If we are being completely honest with each other, most of the time when we make lasagna, none of us wait for it to set up anyway. So we end up pulling it out, it's all gooey and warm and it just slides all over the plate. The cool thing about making it in a skillet is that you have the same mess, but it takes way less time. In fact, it only takes about 30 minutes to make this. And there's no layering and trying to remember if the noodles come or the sauce or the cheese, and I think I forgot to put the ricotta in, and oh my gosh, why do I always forget the layering order of these noodles? Anywho, this is easier, way easier, promise. Let's show you how to do it. Alright, so the first thing we are going to do is add some oil into a large skillet over medium heat. You can use vegetable stock if you are oil free. To that, add in your minced garlic and stir it around for a minute or so, and then we are adding in the sofrito. I know this isn't a traditional lasagna ingredient, but it's how Andrew's mom taught me how to cook lasagna, and well, you don't argue with the mother-in-law. Then you are going to add in all your dried spices, seasoning salt, oregano, garlic powder, parsley, onion powder, and black pepper. Let it sit for a second and then stir together. Frying your spices at this point enhances the overall flavor of the dish, but be careful not to burn. Then you are going to add in your beefless crumbles. If you don't do mock meat, you could also sub this with mushrooms or lentils, or maybe try some TVP for a similar texture. Next up, we are adding in some vegan Worcestershire sauce, our spaghetti sauce, and some fire roasted tomatoes. One of the biggest tips we can offer about lasagna is that you use a spaghetti sauce that you love, like your absolute favorite one. It's important for the overall taste of the dish. Stir all that together and bring to a simmer, and then we are going to break our lasagna noodles into about 2-inch pieces. It's okay if some of the smaller pieces break off. This doesn't have to be perfect, but you don't want any large pieces in there. Finally, we are going to add in some water, then stir this together really well and push your noodles under the sauce as much as possible. You want the sauce to be covering the noodles in order for them to cook all the way through and not have any crunchy pieces on the edges. Once you feel like you have it in a good spot, cover your pan. The pan we're using in the video is a cast iron, so we don't have a lid, and we're using a pizza stone. Or if you don't have a lid, you could also use a baking sheet, but just make sure it's covered so the steam stays inside and helps soften the noodles faster. Check your skillet every 5 to 7 minutes and stir around, making sure that it isn't sticking to the bottom. If it is, lower your temperature. Each time you check, make sure that you stir everything together well, and then be sure to push your noodles back under and also recover the pan with the lid. After about 20 to 25 minutes, your noodles should be softened perfectly. You can take a fork and carefully test the piece to make sure. If you need more time, continue the cooking process. Once you are ready, you are going to add in some vegan shredded cheddar and mozzarella cheese along with some vegan parmesan. See the post for our cheese recommendations. Give that a stir together and remove from heat. Top with some dollops of vegan ricotta and sprinkle fresh basil on top if desired. And of course, serve with our homemade garlic bread that we'll link in the description. Thanks so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed this spin on traditional lasagna and give it a try. Give this video a like, comment down below, follow us so you don't miss anything, and remember to share a photo of you making this and tag us on Instagram, and we'll feature the first 6 on our website. Have a great day and remember to smile.